Show, the Nina Air Show. We're walking in excellence. This is the Nina Air Show, the Nina Air Show. We're walking in excellence.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, the Nina Air Show. And before we get started, we have to do something here. So I'm hoping here that my brother knows this, because we're talking about what? Excellence. Come on, excellence.
What I want?
Yes, excellence. Yes, excellence. Yes, come on, do it like you know it. Excellence. Come on.
I think I reached my limit.
Yeah. Listen, only the guys will come on this show and say that they reached their limit. Women, we know there's no limit to the excellent dance. Come on. Yeah. So today, I have Sheldon on the show. You remember him. He shared with us in previous videos on fitness. So he's back. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me.
You're most welcome. He's going to be a regular on the show, helping us to keep fit. He's going to break it down in this way. Today we're going to do like a general talk through, but he's going to be breaking it down, telling how to help get rid of belly fat, what to do. I'm sure he knows he's got some abs, okay? How to tone, even if you're not looking for abs per se, because for myself, I'm not looking for abs per se, just so that my tummy will be tight. And you know, you don't have to necessarily, because I am not trying to put in that extra work for the abs, okay? But I will put in the little extra work for just the tightness. So the toning, that's right. So he's going to talk to us about how to get those abs, how to get the tummy nice and tight. If you want abs, well then abs for you. He's going to talk to us about how to get the legs right. So he's going to, each time he's on the show, we're going to break down the different body parts so that we have more of a focus, yes? I think that you will more enjoy that like that we come on and talk about everything. Then you're like, okay, but what do I do for my biceps? What do I do for my triceps? So we're going to talk triceps by itself, biceps by itself, and break the body down, yes? And he's the right person to help you what? Build that body. So if you're looking to get that body nice and built and toned and all of that, then we're going to take you through. And if you notice, we have two persons talking about fitness, but in Felicia's video, her focus is on the youth. So she's talking about youth fitness, which is good, right?
Yeah, definitely.
We need to get them involved in what we are doing. So I like that his is breaking down the body, the different body parts, and telling you how to get it right. And hers is how to get your kids involved in fitness activities. That's great. So I love it. So if you're new, please subscribe, guys. It is so important that you subscribe. If you're not subscribed, I'm asking you to do that right now. Tell them for me.
Like and subscribe, please.
That's right.
And hit that notification bell.
That's right. Say it like when you're training me. Do it.
Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, guys.
You know this is a different tone, right? I love it. So let's get into the questions. We know that Christmas is upon us. Maybe when you see this video, it's already over after the holidays, which I doubt, because we want you to actually hear what to do before the actual day of Christmas. So we know that Christmas is upon us, and we also know that the dreaded word COVID is also here. And it is not just here for today. We know that it's here. We're going to encounter this all next year. We have to obviously be careful and all of that, I know. But people want to enjoy the holidays, and they also want to still look good. I know I want to eat whatever I want, but still maintain that level of fitness. What can we do, especially for those who doesn't necessarily want to have a membership?
As a gym membership?
As in a gym membership, what can we do in terms of keeping fit for the holidays?
Well, I believe that everything else in life is all about moderation. You can enjoy some of everything, but it's persons who eat to excess and then go and live sedentary lifestyles that you would see a clear difference pre-Christmas or pre-holiday season to post-holiday season. But some of the things that you can do if you don't want to be in the gym per se, you can go walking on the beach, go swimming, play paddle ball, line dancing, hiking. There's so many options. The key is just to be as active as possible. Active does not mean necessarily in the gym, as you mentioned.
right.
There's so many forms of activity that will just help you burn additional calories,
Yes.
and you can enjoy your Christmas without ever going into a gym.
Yes. So like for yourself, when as a trainer, when we had that lockdown, what are some of the things that even that you did as a trainer? I mean, you had clients. It's not that you would say, okay, clients, we are on a lockdown. Did you have like videos that you posted, or you just were locked down as well?
For me, I enjoyed the first couple months of the lockdown.
Yes.
I work non-stop. My clientele base is wide, is varied.
Yes.
So I enjoyed the first couple months down just to relax, spend time with the family. Before the lockdown was fully over, though, my clients were getting restless, so I started to re-engage with a couple of them. What I did, I changed my business model up a bit. As opposed to going indoors, we actually started doing house calls. So I invested in various types of equipment and different apparatus that would provide a full quality workout to my clientele. And then from there, most of my clientels prefer the home sessions even after the gym opened up.
I can imagine.
Right, so
I mean,
it's more. And they said it's more convenient. Is at their home. When you're finished, you just go in the shower. If you want to pass out, you pass out in your own bed.
on your sofa, not the bed. We
It's
don't
true.
want that sweat clothes on the bed. Like I noticed that we went to the gym and my husband came home and he forgot he was wearing his joggers and planted himself. I'm like, baby.
I'm the same. I'm the same. I don't touch anything until I go in the shower.
You go and wash those hands and everything.
Correct.
No, I'm like, especially, I'm like, baby, it's COVID.
Yeah.
I mean, like, even if it wasn't COVID,
just the sweat alone.
especially.
Yeah, just the sweat alone. I don't know.
So I
agree.
love that. I love the convenience of having the home workout as well. I really love that. How can we balance in terms of the economy and budgeting? How can we still have, even if it's, as you said, you having the experience of having the convenience of having the workout come to you? How can we balance that though in terms of finances? Because we know a lot of people, even though we would love to have this, there's still a lot of people who still have to balance this as well. My finances, I really want to work out, I love the convenience. What are some of the simpler ways that we can balance that? I mean, it could be as simple as having maybe twice a week come to my home and do some other stuff on your own. I'm not sure.
No, the first step I always tell my clients, work out what your budget is first. Once you work that out, I believe any good trainer will be able to work around whatever budget you have. That's my personal opinion, to be honest with you.
Yes.
So you start with budget first. Say, okay, I can afford a budget $200 a month. A trainer should be able to come up with some form of routine to help you maximize that $200 a month. That's my personal belief.
I completely agree with you because a lot of people definitely in this season are going to be watching their spendings.
Yeah, definitely. You have to.
Yes.
It's uncertain times, but you also have to take care of your health. So I just said it was the balance there. You work out how much can you invest in yourself, and one of the things too that I want to encourage persons to do is do not put a limit on investing in yourself, because at the end of the day, your health is your first wealth. So you have to invest in yourself first and foremost, or you may end up spending more money in the long run. Where you have to go to the doctor, you have to buy medication. So just be cognizant of that fact and ensure that when you budget for yourself, you budget for quality and quality of life in mind.
I completely agree. I like what you said. What health is your first wealth. Wow. Hashtag that.
But that's not me. That's a famous quote, so I can't take the credit for that one.
We hashtagging it still no more. Hashtag that. Health is your first wealth.
Yeah.
You should give me the name of the person so I can put it there. Okay, but what are some, well, we mentioned this already, I believe, some simple workouts, as you said, while we're home, minus the hiking. I'm speaking for myself now. But some simple things, as you said, would be jogging, using your jump rope and various things like that. So in other words, don't just focus on the meal, because you can eat
Correct.
and you forget about that part of taking care of, you know, any kind of activities.
Correct.
You know, I remember a time we went on a trip and we were there, Shaka was there as well, Deidre was there. It was a business trip and I took my gym stuff and it was busy and they're looking at me like, so when you finish this meal, You can relax a little bit, you can go to the gym. I'm like, yes,
you're very right.
I need to get my workout in.
Well,
Yes.
consistency.
That's it. So, do you think that meal prepping or meal planning will work for us over the holidays?
Yeah. Meal prepping, meal planning is always essential if you want to be consistent in whatever diet you're choosing to follow, whatever meal plan you're choosing to follow. I don't necessarily believe in diets per se. I believe in eating a balanced meal and that is sustainable for you both cost wise and nutrition wise. And also, but meal planning makes things a lot easier, especially if you have children, if you have a busy lifestyle. That meal prep is essential if you want to be consistent with your diet.
I love that. Over the lockdown, I found myself packaging meals.
Nice.
And it worked.
Yeah, it does. And it helps you save money.
Not only money, but it helps you from grabbing to the things that's good for you. And it's not that you may necessarily have a house filled with stuff that's no good for you, but
sometimes when you snap, when you want to grab something quick, it's the first thing that comes to hand. Yeah,
that's it. And then the balance of your meals become like this, because there's certain things that you should really eat by a certain time.
Exactly. Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
So you want to look at that, but we're not going to get into that. He's going to go more into that in other videos. Yes?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. And that's something I learned. And here's the thing, I'm going to even pause right here, because today's video, as you can tell, we're not just wearing these lovely shirts just to show off. Look at that. No. Today's video is actually sponsored by HNI. If you
Better health and more savings. It's a Healthier Nation initiative designed with you in mind. A discount card offering amazing discounts on average of 10% on goods and services. Some of our partners include medical practitioners, counselors, fitness professionals, healthy restaurants and bakeries, spas, fresh meats and produce retailers, and so much more. An affordable annual fee of $75 makes you an HNI member. To learn more about us, visit our website, hnibarbados.com, where you'll find our partners, our mission, and locations listed to register for your HNI discount card. Come, start the journey with us. And remember, a healthier you equals a happier you. Health, wellness, savings.
I really love this. Guys, you've been wearing the shirts here, and you can get your cards. So tell us, how can we find you so that we can sign up?
You can visit our website at hnibarbados.com. I forgot to mention three of our major partners is Sagicor Life, the Barbados Heart and Stroke Foundation, and the Barbados Diabetes Foundation. It cannot be done without their help. Once you go on the website, you'll see the locations where you can go and register for your cards. You sign the registration form. A receipt is returned to you the same time, and you can use that receipt initially to immediately activate your discounts. Your actual card will come to you in the mail a few days later. Wow. Simple, straightforward, easy, and is no point system. There's nothing. You present the receipt at first, or we have the card. You present the card, and the discount is applied the same time at any of our partners. As mentioned, our partners are all listed on our website at hnibarbados.com.
And you heard it right here, simple and straightforward. You sign up, the card comes to you how many days after?
About 3 to 5 business days.
3 to 5 business days. There you have that. So let's get back into this. A lot of people ask these questions, so when a lot of people ask me specific questions, I like to gear those questions to the person who would know.
No problem.
I mean, I'll be honest, I'm going to give you my opinion, but it might not be right. So we come to you. So a lot of people are into, I don't know if, I shouldn't say, I like to say a lot of people because of exaggerating. You want to speak to me, exaggeration is no good, so stop it. But a lot of people like to ask questions to do with intermittent fasting. Is it something that you promote or not?
I love the concept of intermittent fasting. I don't do it personally, but there are two that I promote personally to my clientele. Is either have a balanced diet throughout the course of the day, where you eat according to your portion sizes and what have you, or intermittent fasting. For me, what I like about intermittent fasting, to me it seems like the most natural way that we were designed to eat. As relates to in the older times, there was no fridges, there was nothing that you can just go and pull and take food from. So you eat in the morning, or there's a certain period to eat when you prepare your meal, you eat, and that's it until you eat again the next day. There's not many preservative measures in place in that time. So intermittent fasting is definitely something that I promote for sure.
Maybe I'm intermittent fasting, I don't even know, because I cut off my meals by a certain time.
Yeah, that is essentially what it is.
Maybe I'm doing it and I don't even know, because I said to my husband, and again, this came through COVID. I decided I'm going to cut off by a certain time, and I find it works because you get rid of so much bloating and if you're like me also, if I
it's
eat,
a very good, and it is a very good option for persons that live busy lifestyles that may not eat breakfast and what have you. So they naturally go into that intermittent fasting state. So if you can say, okay, I will only eat between say 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. That's an 8-hour eating window. So you're doing the 8-hour eating window and a 16-hour fasting window, and that's intermittent fasting.
Yes, I don't miss my breakfast though, so I guess I'm not intermittent.
But it depends. Like you have your breakfast at what time?
Usually after the gym, so I would say very 10:30 going on to 11.
Okay, so say 10. And when do you cut off your meals?
Between 6 and 6:30.
So that is about an 8-hour.
Yeah.
Eating window, the same. That's the same. The window doesn't matter what time the window is. Is that it's just that period of time where you do not consume any food, and then to when you start again.
And then I found this app. Found in a way, because I discovered this app that tells you the different. I saw you guys posted it recently, and I thought, wow, I wanted to even answer the question. But I was, you get busy. Yes, the body type. I discovered that because I even wrote it out, and so I know my body type. I can't remember the different body types right now, but I know my body type based on answering the questions like this little quiz, and I was like, wow. So I love that. Can you share about that? That is not here, but it just came in my heart. Can you talk about the different body types? Yes.
There are three major body types that scientists have identified: the endomorph, the ectomorph, and the mesomorph. The endomorph is persons that it's hard for them to lose weight, so they're generally thicker, chubbier persons. The ectomorphs are normally tall and slim. They find it hard to build muscle. And the mesomorphs are those persons that have those good genes, as we call it, where they are relative. It's easy for them to build muscle or to lose body fat.
So the first one is me then.
I doubt that. No. I trained for too long. No, please. I don't think so.
The first one.
I don't think so. I can't subscribe to that at all.
The first one got to be me. The first one got to be me then.
I don't think so. Not at all. I would not endorse that statement at all.
Okay, so how much weight should a person aim to lose when they're now join the gym? I mean, should they aim to lose a huge amount or set goals that are at least achievable?
On average, they say that the safe weight loss range is 2 to 3 pounds a week. A newer person to the gym, because there is a new stimuli, you will find their results will be a bit faster at first, but then it starts to tail off. So in the first month, they may lose. Depends on how hard they work, how many days they go, and the effectiveness of the routine and their diet. They could lose, 10, 15 pounds in the first month, but then it will gradually trail off. But if you're on a good diet and a good exercise regime, the recommended safe zone is 2 to 3 pounds a week, which equates to about 12 pounds a month. Anyway, so once you're consistent, that's key. But one of the key things that I want to touch on that I've found the fitness industry has kind of skewed it a bit. Weight loss is not necessarily the goal, because everybody asks me about weight loss. But for example, as you work out, as you build muscle is heavier than
muscle is denser than fat. Absolutely.
Right. So persons get the idea, like, where I go on the scale and my weight doesn't move, but I have lost like 3 or 4 dress sizes. Like, what is more important is your body composition. That is more important. As I tell a person, imagine a ball of lead, a 20-pound ball of lead looks completely different than 20 pounds of feathers or whatever. It's very small and condensed. You know, so I try to encourage all my clients, and I preach to them constantly, focus on your body composition, don't focus on the weight. If you're losing inches and your dress is coming down, that's what you should focus on. Especially, I always tell them, try to do the belt test. If notches are coming off your belt, you know that you're looking small, you're coming down, your waistline is coming down, and that's what you focus on. If you're building muscle, don't worry about the weight.
That's right. As you said, it's the media though, and it's gotten into our heads, because I used to be like that years ago. I would look at the scale and forget about the inches that is disappearing. But obviously I gained wisdom over the years as well, and I now know it is not about...
It's not about the weight.
It's not about the weight on the scale.
I tell my clients, unless you come to me at 300-400 pounds, that's when I worry about the weight first. After that, then I more worry about the body composition, changing, building as much lean muscle as possible, and reducing the body fat. That's my main goal, and the weight would take care of itself, because weight does not equate to health, and that's what a lot of persons I find are mistaken on.
That's right. You heard it. Weight does not equate to health. I absolutely love that. I remember, guys, we are now catching up on different questions. So this initial video, is just like a synopsis, basically. And then when we return, we're going to focus on the different body parts, so you get into it. As I said, he's going to be a regular on the show. What's a fun tip that you can share with us when it comes to, as it relates to health and fitness?
A fun tip. Nothing is ever achieved within your comfort zone. Nothing worthwhile is ever achieved within your comfort zone. So if you're working out and it's comfortable for you, and when you finish you feel like, you know, oh, I'm good, you ain't doing something right. You ain't working hard enough yet. You gotta be outside of your comfort zone if you want to achieve the goals that you want.
That one was to me now. He's talking to me. He is talking to me.
I can't say so. No, I don't subscribe to that.
I don't know why I feel like this is this lazy person you're talking to today all of a sudden. I feel like, is he talking to me today? Lord, did you send him for me today?
I'm talking from my heart, so when it hits it.
Oh, you can't fit now. When you can't fit me, you just have to make sure that it's on right. So again, these are questions that, you know, broad questions for people that, like somebody asked me recently, a question I have from someone is, if they are new, how do they, the problem that they're having is consistency. So what would help them to be consistent as a beginner workout person?
Your goals always have to be more important than how you feel. That's the first thing. So if you're determined to say, I will start with 3 days a week. What also helps is if you have someone that you're accountable to, whether it's a trainer, whether it's a friend that you're training with, or whatever. If you don't have that, you need to be self-disciplined and self-motivated. So regardless, and once you do that over a period of time, you know, science says it takes 21 days to build a habit. So if you can do that consistency for like at least 1 month, like 3 days a week for 1 month, you will find your body actually starts to crave it. So I would advise anyone new, just give yourself at least 4 weeks to do it consistently for the 4 weeks. Give yourself that time to build that habit, build that routine. And I believe that once you get past that first month, that's the hardest to get past.
That
where then exactly, and once you pass that, you find it's a lot easier to get into that new routine and that new dynamic.
Wow, so you heard your question answered here. 2 final questions, and one just came to my heart and one is there. What is your most asked question when it comes to persons now signing up for a fitness program?
How much pounds how much weight can I lose in a certain amount of time? How much weight? Always, how much weight? Not how much inches, not how much body fat I can lose, not how much muscle I can gain, how much weight can I lose? Because again, it's so ingrained in persons that weight equates to your dress sizes or what have you.
Wow, that was me. I wanted to know how much weight can I lose between Christmas. Remember, how much weight can I lose between Christmas? But in all fairness though, I also wanted to focus on the getting toned.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't just want to lose the weight, I want to be toned.
Correct.
I wasn't looking for abs either because I know that's extra work.
They say abs are made in the kitchen, man.
Oh man. And so finally, guys, what would you say is, and this for the ladies, I know you want to know this, as in terms, I know you, as you say, your clientele are vary. In terms of the females though, what do they ask for most for you to focus on?
Legs, hips, and waistline.
That was me. Well, not waist.
Yeah.
I never want to focus on waist because my waist is naturally small.
So, yeah. No,
I didn't.
Sheldon, I want to tone my legs, I want to lift my butt, and I want to flatten my stomach or reduce my waist.
I didn't have the waist problem, the tummy problem. I never really wanted to get no more hips. I was asked to work out to slim them.
It's true.
Slim them.
It's
like
true.
You give me all this workout.
You're an anomaly for most of them, to be honest with you.
I went to say, wait. Why you giving me workout like you want like curve me? Look, I want to slim down the curves. But we all know that the trainer knows best, okay? So you just have to trust. I think it's important as well. It's like when you're dancing, you have to trust the person. So when you have a trainer, you don't go in and try to put in the trainer's head what's right for you and your body type. That's why he studied and that's why she studied. You know, they know, so you have to trust them. If you're gonna go to a trainer, just when you go to your doctor, you have to trust him. When you go to your, I want to say lawyer, but leave that one right there.
Leave that one there. Leave that
one right there. But when you go now to your trainer, you have to trust your trainer as well. And
let me put a slight caveat to that. The trainer should also listen to the client as well as relates to how hard they can go as well.
Yes.
There's some, there's this. I find like there's this attitude for a lot of trainers, you know, like you know, like no, go, no, you could do more, and you can only know that after a period of time when you know the potential of the person. So at the potential in your first 1 or 2 sessions, you know, like you don't have to learn your client, learn where they can go, learn or what day they can go as well, because not every day is the same for the client. You know, like some days you come in stressed, you may not have eaten, and you take all those things into consideration, how hard you can push, or some days where you need to pull back, etc. So is a caveat for both. The trainer should know best, but within reason. Within reason. You know,
I completely agree with you.
Some trainers go overboard. That's the honest to goodness
truth. Some of them do, and I have to tell you, in the past, if I had trainers that be on me, go, you can do more. I'm looking at you like I ain't coming back to you. This is the last time, okay? Because I'm telling you how I feel like I'm gonna pass out. You were telling me to. So yes, but in reference to trusting, if you go to the trainer and you said, and if I come to you, like I came and I said, this is what I'm looking for. And you say to me, well, to achieve this is what you need to do. So we look at it from the trainers pushing and all of that. But if I come to you and I say, well, I want to be able to, as you said, sculpt here, sculpt there. Now you know best how to sculpt it.
But we said, no, I make a plan together that we both
That's
bring to work towards.
That's it. So that is the area specifically, because if I knew how, I would not have.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm saying. If I come to you, if I knew how, I would not have came and asked you, the expert, how do I get this?
Correct.
So that is specifically the area I was looking at. But I agree with you definitely. So I'm glad you mentioned, because when you said it, I was like, yes. I had trainers who did that, or because that they are very big and bulky, they look at your structure and they say, you don't know anything. I can help you to get this way. I can help you to, and I'm like, do not worry about how my legs look. I do not want bigger legs. I do not want them to look muscular like yours. I want feminine legs, so leave these legs right here. Yes, I know they look like they can push a lot, but they will not push anymore to get them. No. And then the next thing, I actually, for me, what I found in terms of workout and fitness, females, fun fact, I'm going to use it for me, fun fact, because on the show we have the fun tip and the fun fact is for me. So the fun fact I would say is that when in terms of fitness, for me, I used to equate getting all these muscles by pushing a lot of heavy weight, but then I learned that is about the balance in terms of what you eat, and obviously taking the proteins and all of that stuff.
Rep range, there are a lot of factors more so than just the weight that you push, to be honest with you. But everybody have the notion that the heavier you push, or the more weights you push, the bulkier you will look. But that's not necessarily the case.
That's right. I used to think that, but you heard it. So my fun fact is you do not get bulky because of the amount of weight you push.
Correct.
So that's my fun fact. So that's through the door. Scratch that. There's a line through it. It doesn't happen.
Myth
Okay?
debunked.
Myth. That's a myth. Yes, a total myth. And a lot of women, we actually don't put too much. I don't want to get big like you. I don't want my legs to be big. I don't want my arms to be big.
Yeah, it don't work like that.
It doesn't work like that. So that was awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. There's a lot to take in. I remember we just generalized a lot of stuff just to introduce the fact that he's going to be here and he's going to share. So if you are thinking about how to get your legs sculpted, he's going to be here to talk about that. If you're thinking about how to get those nice arms, and let me tell you this story. And it's not just a story, it's true. I remember going to him and I had like a condensed amount of time, and I said, in that space of time, by Christmas, yes, I said it. You remember that?
It's true.
Let me get this way. Listen, when himself and his wife Shaka showed up to our Christmas dinner, and she saw me because she was not seeing me. Obviously, he was training me, but she was not. I mean, she would see me, but she would just see me in my church clothes. But we're at the dinner, you know, we stepping out.
Aye.
When she saw me, she looked and she was like, wow. You know, I could see the expression. And then she said it. She said, wow. You know, I was like, and I started spinning around. I was like, look at me. No, and we had a short amount of time. It was a short window. And you said, don't worry about it. I'll get you there. And you worked accordingly, even with my time frame that I give you. You work with the time frame. It's not like I was coming in 5 days and you would train me 5 days. We work to suit, and you know, it's about what you put in your mouth as well. And even though you didn't really like give me hardcore nutrition, like go home and eat this or don't eat this, I mean, you expected that, okay, you're not gonna go home, no, eat just bread. I remember talking to you and you said to me, I said I had salad and fish. You said, where's the carbs? And I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't study that. So to this day, I said to my husband, you cannot just eat salads and just meat. Where's the carbs?
Because you still need energy. You still need energy. Carbs is energy. You still need energy.
So you see it stuck with me?
Yeah.
There you go.
and I think once you're motivated, I said, and that's the key, because you're self-motivated as well. So even the days that we weren't working together, you still come in and put in that work.
It is true.
I think so you don't always need a trainer with you. The trainer will add additional guidance and expertise. But the days that you can come in and something is better than nothing.
Yes.
So you come in and the machines that you are familiar with, you use and use the best of your ability onto your daily trainer who can show you new techniques, new exercises, and get you to another level. I
agree 100%. And you just actually said a fun tip, and that is be self-motivated. Hashtag that. Be self-motivated.
Need to be.
You need to be, yes. So guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome.
Yeah, that was so good. I thoroughly enjoyed. I mean, you made me look at myself, but nevertheless, I am here and we are here and this is going to happen. So thank you.
Thank you for having me.
You're most welcome. Guys, as you know, this is the end of the show. Do not forget to like, share,
and subscribe.
You heard it right. And excellence is a choice, and in all you do aim for
excellence.
You think we can get him to do the dance again? Excellence. Last one. Okay, no, I'm good. Excellence. Yeah.
Have a good one, guys.
Bye, guys.
Take care.
We love you. Bye.
It's the Nina Air Show. The Nina Air Show. We're walking.